Listen, you can choose to like Pulsechain or Pulse Hex more than Hex if you want, because you don't understand the utility
I like
of delayed
utility.
gratification. That's fine. But just realize that everyone else that believed as you do got the living shit stomped out of them in every other speculative arena, whether it be crypto or the stock market. And the people that speculated in dumb rock bullshit, stupid, newfangled, actually non-utility shit have all outperformed. Yep.
Okay,
we're closer to the end than the beginning of the bear.
We are,
and the coin's going to launch with zero value anyway. So it's starting at zero. So what's the big deal? What's it going to fall from zero?
So when is that going to happen?
Weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, this shit is like, in my opinion, very close to launch, but caveat, every time estimate I've ever had has been wrong. Never understood the controversial thing. Like, I was right about everything and everyone else was wrong. So where's the controversy? Everyone else sucks. I'm awesome. I don't get it. Screw those people. What are they doing to get the word out? Did they call the Bitcoin top on the day? I did. Did they create a coin that went up 10,000 fold in price and was given for free to Bitcoin holders? No, I did. Are they doing the world's largest airdrop? No. Did they give away free self-help books for 5 or 6 years now? No. Did they call the 2017 top? No. Did they give $30 million to charity, or rather raise $27.5 million for charity? No. Do they own the world's largest diamond? No. But I do. I'm awesome. Everyone else sucks. Those are the figures. They warn everyone about Celsius and Luna and FTX collapses and all the rug, like, it's just endless. I've been right about everything. Bitcoin preceded, quote, Web3, which I don't even believe exists. I don't think Web3 is even a thing. It's like the metaverse. There is no metaverse. You have a username, you have an avatar, and you have chatting or talking to the people in the lobby waiting for the game to start. That's it. That's all you've got. And that's all there's ever been. And that's all there ever will be. So where's the metaverse? There isn't one. And where's Web3? You've got a browser that you type HTTP into to go to websites. Okay, what's Web3? It's a browser that you type HTTP into to go to websites. Well, where's the 3? It's stupid. Oh, yeah. People don't get it. I got into Bitcoin at $30. It went down to 2. That was a 93.5% drop. I held. Lucky me. Bitcoin's like 21K today. So if you held Luna, it went to 0. If you held FTX, you can't get your money out. If you had Celsius, you can't. I'm talking about if you used Celsius, you can't get your money out. If you used FTX, they stop withdrawals. If you used BlockFi, they stop withdrawals and filed for bankruptcy, as did Celsius, as did FTX. And so now your fate is outside of your control. And so you've got to find this like middle ground of getting punked by the giant companies, but really having a security where you need it, and then not having a security where you don't. What free market means? Free means regulated. People think free market means unregulated market. Nope. An unregulated market means monopolies. And some guy comes and says, oh, wouldn't it be a tragedy if your store burnt out tonight? Maybe you should pay me to protect it for you. Yeah. That's normal markets. Free markets are regulated markets. If only blockchains had utility, like if only they replaced offshore banking, Visa, MasterCard, lending, time deposits, identity.
So Hex is a time
ticketing.
Deposit. I got it.
If only they did all of those things.
So in the interest of time, Hex is
and removed middlemen and removed counterparty risk. If only they did all those things.
No, but
Hex, blockchains do all those things.
Dude, Hex is just an application on top of a blockchain.
No, Hex does half of that shit.
Yeah, because
Hex does half of that shit. Listen, you can choose to like Pulsechain or Pulse Hex more than Hex if you want, because you don't understand the utility of delayed gratification. That's fine. But just realize that everyone else that believed as you do got the living shit stomped out of them in every other speculative arena, whether it be crypto or the stock market. And the people that speculated in dumb rock bullshit, stupid, newfangled, actually non-utility shit have all outperformed.
Vitalik,
they've all outperformed.
Tim Berners-Lee invented.
And how are his fucking responses? He just sold the bottom. He just sold $50 million of Ethereum at the fucking bottom a couple weeks ago. Yep. Okay, we're closer to the end than the beginning of the bear.
We are,
And the
but
coin's going to launch with zero value anyway. So it's starting at zero. So what's the big deal? What's it going to fall from zero? Well, the status is quite simply, we're basically done refactoring all the integers to fit our larger by, I think, 1,000,000x supply over Ethereum, which blew out most of the storage slots. So, we were happy to launch with, I think, Geth and Prism as our primary clients for consensus and execution. However, we discovered that the most popular and good block explorer requires Lighthouse and Aragon. And so we also had to do all the integer expansions for Lighthouse and Aragon. And so probably we're going to be supporting 4 clients off the bat. Those 4: Prism, Lighthouse, Aragon, Geth. And so they just finished the expansion for the slots on Aragon and Lighthouse. And that will allow us to launch public V3.
So when is that going to happen?
3 weeks. I mean, this shit is, like, in my opinion, very close to launch, but caveat, every time estimate I've ever had has been wrong.
Okay.
And I've been warning about that forever because, my devs give me estimates and then they're wrong. And then I give you estimate and then I'm wrong because they're wrong. I don't really have any estimate of my own. I mean, I guess this isn't from devs, this is me this one is from me. I'm just guessing this one. You're not going to see software launched on time. That's not something that happens. It just never happens. We had atomic cross swaps for a long time. No one uses them. Why does no one use them? Because your atomic cross swap has to be listed at a particular price. And then the price moves. And then you have to run your own off-chain bot, constantly updating at which prices you're happy to swap. And that's why it sucked and broke and no one ever used it. More liquidity causes less volatility. Less liquidity causes more volatility. On Ethereum, everyone uses V3, but on those other chains that may not have a V3, sure, there could still be a lot of V2. I mean, look, Pulsechain, Pulse Hex, a V2 fork. And if you give them the thing to run, then you have a chance of having some participants doing it. I mean, we've seen failures of this form before. Like no one was running bots in like MakerDAO auctions, and then like some people got bad liquidation prices because no one was running the bots that they should have run. You need adoption. You need
adoption.
Well, it's the same like Ethereum. If you try and run an Ethereum node right now, it's extremely hard to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Extremely hard to do.
I like it.
You can make it easier. So we made it easier. You literally make a script that runs the Docker containers, and then you're good to go. If you run it, sure. Yeah, if you want to run my node for my project, you better have, a 1 terabyte hard drive. All blockchains suck. Yeah, I am aware.
So
it is the slowest, most expensive database in history.
And not only that,
with hidden bit rot in the form of forks. Most of these alternate EVM L1s are not proof of work.
Good.
BSC is not proof of work.
So
Polygon's not proof of work.
Right. They're not.
Like most alternate EVM L1s aren't proof of work, and therefore they are less susceptible to renting nice hash 51% attacks. And so
that's right.
I know where the problems are in these systems. I'm not comfortable calling them like insecure. Like if I don't know, man, maybe BSC could fail. Well, I think that they're all socially enforced networks, and the society that's operating them can rotate and fix things. Like Ethereum didn't like the quote DAO hacker.
Yeah.
And so they had the carbon vote with a default selection, lol. And then they basically abused the power of the default to fork the network to remove the quote hacker's coins. Was he really a hacker if he just did what the code let him do? Hard to say. Code is law. Oh, wait. We mean, not really. We're forking the network.
Code is law. Yeah, well, the thing is, though.
No, I think I just don't want you to fall into the same trap that so many other guys do, that the technology is the answer. Technology is not the answer to politics, and it never will be. Politics is the answer to politics, sadly. And having more technology, like getting more books on working out isn't the solution to getting muscles. Working out is. Getting more technology people don't use isn't the solution. Getting them to use the technology that's already more than good enough is a solution. So we barely need faster blockchains. We need more users.
Okay,
we barely need better hosting systems. We need more users. Don't want to do half the interviews I'm invited on because like I know dude's going to promote some shit that like I don't want to see people buy. Kind of a ticker symbol maximalist. People can only buy so many ticker symbols, and the ones that go up are the ones they buy. And so it's like everyone wants to have a token for everything. And I'm like, hey, let's just do a thought experiment. Everyone has their own token. Guess what, homies? Number don't go up, does it? So maybe it doesn't work if everyone has their own token.
It's a zero-sum
Maybe people
game.
need to buy the same token.